Okay, guys, it is time that we do some chit-chatting here with a true American warrior. This guy's a fighter. He's a businessman. He's a hustler. He is going to relate to y'all. You're going to relate to him. Everything I've seen on him, I can't wait to get to know him a little bit better. I've been talking to him earlier today, and I was so impressed with him. So I can't wait to see what he's got to say. Will you guys get on your feet? Let's get him fired up and welcome him to our stage, Vanilla Ice!
How you doing, buddy?
Good. Awesome. All right, brother. I can't believe this.
Happy to see everybody. How's everybody doing out there? Sounds like you're having a great time here, man.
We have been having a blast. We appreciate you coming out here. This is just what we need to wrap it up tonight, man.
All right.
Actually, to get it started tonight.
That's what I'm talking about.
It's been fantastic. I understand you performing like crazy. You was traveling in Chicago, Cincinnati, somewhere. And then...
Yeah, we just came in from Chicago, played an event there last night for that new app called Cameo.
Okay.
So their first billion-dollar company. They're going to go. I'm sure they're going to stock, but right now they're doing really good by themselves and doing some amazing things. So we played for them last night and had a great time.
So how often are you doing concerts? What's your
Well,
schedule?
you know, last year we weren't doing anything. So I build houses.
right.
I do a lot of construction and everything. So
Did that keep going?
Oh yeah,
Did
we're
that
still
continue?
going. We got over 180 episodes. So we slowed down for a little bit, during COVID. Obviously, our production offices are in New York, so we slowed down a little bit and then picked back up the pace now. So we're back on it and got a new season coming out. So
you're doing. I mean, I know I don't know them all, but your concerts, your construction, pool company,
yeah,
renovation company,
mortgage company,
a mortgage company.
Yeah.
What else?
Anything that comes my way that I enjoy. It's all about passion and finding your little niche in life and having fun doing it. That's the whole main thing. Is my whole true belief is that the secret to success is happiness. And, it's not about having all the money and all that stuff in the world. It's about family and friends. I've got 3 kids and, loving life. And, I still run around as daddy and chaser. I got a 23-year-old, a 20-year-old, and a 3-year-old.
Oh, my gosh.
So I still get to kind of get in where I fit in, and enjoy life and smell the roses, so to speak.
We were talking earlier about starting this company, and that first thing we said, all right, number one is about 10 or 12 of us. We said we're going to have fun first. Then we look to make money.
The more fun you have, the more passion you get towards it, and it kind of gives you a reason, a purpose to wake up in the morning. We all wake up the same way in life. It's just it's a matter of what you do during the day that makes the difference. So I get up real early because I do construction and everything, but it's all about, if you don't grind, you don't shine. So that's what it's all about. You got to get out there, and make things happen. So accomplishment and, having a purpose, a meaning, a drive, and some ambition really goes a long way.
So we talk a lot about legacy here. I was just reading all kinds of stuff my guys were giving you on you, and I was like, wow, what an incredible life. You're just getting started, but it's almost like you're 90 years old. You've done so many things.
Yeah.
I just can't believe it. What do you want to be known for? What's your legacy? Like, if people are talking about you and you're gone 50 years from now, they go, remember that guy?
Hey, yeah. The ninja rap. Go ahead, say it. Man, just being a good dad. That's more in me than anything, I love life. Love my family. That's the greatest accomplishment I've ever made. And cheesy sounding, but, you got a lot of accomplishments out there if you strive and you make things happen. But I always trying to keep pushing forward to the future. I believe that kind of yesterday's history, tomorrow's a mystery. So what keeps me going is waking up, and just getting an energy about the day and making things happen. You're the captain, so make it happen. That's what we do, man.
So I've got a 26-year-old daughter. She's married to Brandon. Brandon and her are building this business like crazy. They live down the island with us. And
Yep.
my son, that's Haley and Brandon. And our son Spencer is 23. He graduated college. He's his girlfriend Meredith here. He's working with one of our partners. So I'm with you.
Isn't it
But
great?
we got no grandbaby yet.
I don't either, not yet. I'm still the oldest teenager in town.
And my wife's right there. She's been married 34 years.
Oh,
and
congratulations.
she kind of talks about the kids and the dog, having to take care of me and the dogs and the kids. So.
Well, that's it. I told my girl, she's backstage, I says, listen, I'm kind of useless. I'm kind of the clown, All I do is run through and make them laugh and pay the bills, and that's I'm useless. She does all the work, so I give her all the credit. That's all I do. I'm good at being a clown, paying some bills.
I got an incredible staff here that run this. As a matter of fact, we should keep thanking them. Thank you guys, Jennifer, Tia, all the media, all you guys are incredible. I tell them the same thing. I said, you know the guy that plays the little music thing and the little monkeys running around and they put money in the hat.
Thing, yep.
I tell them, I said, I'm your monkey.
I'm your monkey.
I'm your monkey. My cage needs to be clean and I need to be fed, and I will make you money.
Let's keep it PG, man. Come on.
So, I mean, they would tell me crazy stories of when you get started, somebody owning a piece of the company, a percentage, and it was.
Well,
what's some of the craziest things that have happened?
If I can remember, I had a weekend that lasted about 3 years. Shit. Hey, you got to go back. It's been at least 2 years, so I've had some great things happen, crazy things happen. It's a roller coaster of life, man. You just kind of get in where you fit in, enjoy the ride. Don't take anything in life too serious. We're here for a short time. Make it a good time, and just, enjoy. Like I said, I always believe that smiles are contagious, and I try to stay positive and everything. We got enough negativity in this world that, if you choose to focus on it, you'll be negative too. So stay positive. Surround yourself with people that are always dancing. Because if you think about it, if you're dancing, you're never unhappy. Always happy if you're dancing. Simple as a pimple.
I loved your intro, your video you sent us. I loved it. You were talking about the same thing.
Yep.
Silly as a hillbilly. And
that's it. Have fun with life. Be the oldest teenager in town. Just don't act like one. But get that energy, man, and keep that smile going and enjoy life.
But we got a lot of people out here that are young. We got a lot of. Who we got? Who's out there in their 20s? Give me a shout out. 20s. Who are you? A lot of young business. How about not even 20? 18, 19?
Oh, wow. Way to get old on us, yeah.
Yeah, and but I tell them this crazy stuff that happens. They don't know business, and I don't know the entertainment business, but I'm thinking it's a business. The stuff you go through, the pressure, and you walk on stage. No matter what happened backstage, you still got to dance.
You still got to dance no matter what, and hopefully all the morale backstage is good to get that energy to come back here. But it's all about the crowd and the
whatever
audience.
happens, it's about the show.
About the show and the crowd. You get their energy from everybody here. That's if they're ready to join the party. And that's easy to do because all you got to do is remember the '90s, the greatest decade ever, right? You got to understand that decade is so great because we're the last generation that actually, not you guys that we just mentioned in that age group, but, our teenage years, it was the greatest decade ever before computers ruined the world. We're the last generation to know what it's like to live without computers or smartphones. We didn't have Snapcrap. We didn't have Twitter. We didn't have Instagram. How many people actually had a MySpace account? There's some 90s people out there, see?
Oh,
hey. We didn't have any of that, man. And we damn sure didn't dance like this. No. In the 90s, we got up in there, man. We were, bumping and grinding, yeah. It was much different. We did not. We were at keg parties, right? Remember that? Underage keg parties. Not me, never. And I remember because I'd roll up in that 5.0, man. Had my bump, my bass in the back. Screwdriver, tighten up the license plate. And we would go in, and I had my Z Cavricis on. You remember those? Starter jacket. Oh, man, it was all about, Blockbuster. I still miss Blockbuster. It was good. I mean, it was just a reason to get out of the house,
Go in there
and get out of the house and just enjoy coming back with something. Didn't matter how good it was. The 90s was the greatest ever, man. I'm going to live in the 90s forever. I'm just refused to grow up. Hey, it was good times. The cheesier the better. And they still can't come out with anything that actually tops the 90s. If you go in the mall today, you still see like Air Jordans is the number one, sneakers to sell, or Nike Air, right? It's like those were in the 90s. LeBron can't sell like one shoe compared to the 1,000 that Jordan sells still to this day, and he hasn't played in 30 years. I don't get it. The 90s has some sort of infectious thing that just even my daughters think I'm cool again. It's like, you guys are 23 and 20, and they think I'm cool because of the neon colors and all the stuff I was kind of embarrassed about after a while, It came back around. You go into Hot Topic today in the mall, and it's all neon colors and splatter paint. I love it.
Well, it's true that I asked my daughter, I said, we were talking about who to get in, and actually, my buddy Jamie, up in Canada, he was telling me how incredible you entertain, you mix with people. And so I was telling my wife, she says, I'm not sure, I don't know. And I looked at my daughter, and she said, oh, yeah. And she's 26. She said, oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He is just climbing like crazy right now in popularity in her group.
Oh, man, so, I'm so excited. I got a real broad demographics. We can't pick our fans, they pick us. And I'm honored, man. A lot of people that watch my TV show with the construction, and then they're like, you don't know who that guy is? Thank you, guys. Thanks for watching. And they, and they'll be like, oh, shit, let me show you who he is. Let's go to YouTube. Thank God for YouTube, right? Hey, but, you can't pick your fans. They pick you.
How the heck did you get into construction? I mean, what?
I got my GC license about 30 years ago, got my design degree about 18 years ago, and I haven't stopped. I worked my way up from small houses to these giant mansions I'm doing in Palm Beach now, and get in where you fit in. I never planned it. If you have a passion, you got to follow it, man. It's like an opportunity that you don't want it to pass you by. So I just kind of picked up on a little passion, and it grew and grew and grew, and then my tool belt grew, and everything grew. So it's all about growing and getting bigger with everything you do.
You got a crew, the whole thing.
Yep. Yeah. Got all my crew's been with me for 20-something years. They all come from motocross. I race motocross, so they all come from that field. So they're all licensed. All my contractors and everything. So they're real good friends of mine. We get up and go to work early, man. We enjoy the company of each other. I buy them lunch every day. Take them vacations, enjoy their friendship, and they work harder, and that's what it's all about, is companionship and having a good work environment.
That's it. Happiness and relationship.
Yeah.
I've got guys that I started this company 20 years ago. I've got guys that have been with me 30 years now that we hooked up in another business, and they're out there on the front row and travel the world.
You got to have your soldiers, man. You got to have soldiers out there, and you got to get out and grind, You don't, nothing happens. That's why we're all here, grinding, making things happen. This is a celebration of making things happen and success.
Read something the other day. It said, if you don't have your posse yet, work harder at getting your posse.
That's it. So there's a book that I read early on, young age. Lots of books. I actually self-educated myself on a lot of books about real estate. One of the authors is Robert Sheeman. But one of these books I read, which was helping build a team, a successful business team, and it really worked out well. So all my companies, everything I have, I build the teams myself, and it works. So the book is called The Platinum Rule. You might have read it. Sure. It's a good book to just help you figure out types of people that you can place in the right job that they will appreciate. So you have thinkers, relators, socializers, and directors. There's 4 types. Thinkers are usually the ones that are introverted, but they love those cubicle jobs.
Oh, yeah.
They love that, and they'll be organized. The filing cabinet will be perfect. They love sitting in there. And your socializers and your directors, they couldn't sit down for nothing. They have to be up and loud, and hey, everybody, look at me. I'm going to sell you something here. And this, those are the guys you want out there in the front line, But you have to have all of them in the team to build a successful team. But the better judge of character that you are by reading this book, the better you can place each individual person, and the happier they are in their position. It's not just about getting a paycheck; it's about happiness.
So it's as much a interview process and figuring out you're the maker. Interview the person. Where do you match up? More than trying to sell them on how great it is.
Yeah.
And there's not a fit. find out if there is a fit?
I like it. That's it. Listen, the way you do it is just find the right person for the right job, and that helps you, that platinum rule. So if you remember anything, get that book. It's a little book. You'll love it. Get it at Amazon. Simple as that.
So tell me about your youngins. Are they musicians? Are they construction? Are they in business with you?
Well, yes and kind of no. My oldest, 23, went to college, got a degree. She's a entertainment lawyer, so she knows about all that. I own publishing with music, so thank you.
That's good.
Yeah. Feels proud dad. She's chasing girls now, or boys now, so I got to make sure that she stays on the track. She got her degree, she did good, so we got to, keep her on track. Stay off the boys for a while. Don't make me a grandpa yet. No, she's a good kid. My 20-year-old, she actually has an account on Instagram called Up Slime Down, and she started this when she was younger, and it's about slime, and she's got, like, I don't know, hundreds of thousands of followers, and all she's doing is stretching slime like this. And I said, baby, you got so many followers. Everything has, like, I don't know, 30, 40, 50,000 views. And I'm like, you need to learn how to monetize this. She goes, what's that?
Yeah.
I said, oh, great question. Let me tell you about what that is.
How was that one?
She's doing great, and she calls me up, and she's learned how to monetize it. So she
nice.
basically sells this slime. She packages it up. I built her a house and everything. 3 of her bedrooms in her house are packaging, shipping, and, the way she does, slime. And she's got her little label and all this, like, really, sharp. And she calls me up about a year later, and she goes, Dad, I think I need to pay taxes. I go, what? What? Come on. She goes, I'm making a lot of money. I said, really? I said, how much did you get? And I'm thinking, a couple $1,000. She says $67,000. What? Oh, my God, selling slime? Dang, man, she's got her little niche, and she found it, and she loves it. She has fun. She's artistic,
Get in where you fit in.
That's it. And my 3-year-old, she's just the sweetest thing ever, man. She just runs through the house in her diaper and runs around and swims and plays with cats, and you know how it is. Just the best life ever, I wish we could all be like them. They don't know anything that's negative in the world. They only know fun and positive. It's a cool thing.
Keep it that way.
That's it.
That's what we want to do is protect them.
Protect them, that's right.
So they're big enough to take care of themselves, and we still want to protect them.
Violent world out there. Stay on the path.
So you live in Florida. You're down in West Palm?
I live in Palm Beach, Florida, yeah.
Palm Beach.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Love it down there. Grew up in Texas.
Palm trees, born in Dallas, Texas, yep. Baylor Hospital, moved down to Palm Beach. I've been in Florida for 30-something years, but yeah.
We love it down there. We just moved down there a year and a half ago.
Did you? Okay.
Yeah, on Treasure Island over St. Petersburg.
Beautiful
near
area.
you, boy. Borgata.
Got great sunsets over there. It's all about, not taking life too serious and enjoying a pina colada every now and then and a palm tree, It's that simple. You don't need a lot of stuff in life, You don't have to go to Disney, There's other things to do.
I do love the way you keep it simple. And that's like, this is the way you are. That's
it.
Wide open. I saw, I think it was you were given a tour of one of your houses.
Okay.
And all the stuff. You had even had something that was converting air to water.
Yeah. Oh, I'm always trying to find out.
Bathrooms were nuts. I mean, just.
I'm always trying to find out the latest and greatest in like home design, but home technology as well. So I used to go to Vegas a lot and go to CES, Consumer Electronics Show, and all these different things to showcase the new products coming out in the home, market and also in design style. So by going around the world, I started going to like Prague and all these other, home shows out of the country and finding out things that I can incorporate in the show that are not on aisle 10 at Home Depot or Lowe's, It's like everybody knows the stuff they pass down the aisles, and they're like, I saw that chandelier at Home Depot. I saw that, They see it, and that's because that's the most convenient, easy way to get stuff. So we have on the new show, we're going to introduce wallpaper TV. Have you seen this?
No.
It's like this, but it's flexible, and it's just like paper, and it's like wallpaper. You can put it up and make any room in your house 1080p, 4K, whatever you want. So it's you can turn your house into like Times Square.
So from talking to you, I can't imagine you being worried about this or us objecting to it. But the last time I remember doing this was with Chris Gardner from Pursuit of Happiness. But who would, if you had a chance, you'd like to ask Vanilla Ice a question? You would like to know what Robert Winkle thinks about Robert Van Winkle thinks.
That's like Pappy Van Winkle, the best bourbon in the world.
That's later. Calm down.
I don't get any discounts either.
You not know about this?
What's that?
Hey, Tia, can we get a couple mics, one on the end and one end, and people line up if they've got a question? No, let's just do it front. If they got a question, let's let them come right down the front, and we'll let them ask a couple questions. You hadn't heard about this Van Winkle thing?
About Pappy Van Winkle?
Yeah.
I know about Pappy Van Winkle, the bourbon.
Okay, so let me explain to you. So you've seen some of my office. We thought about this on one Tuesday, this convention center, and one of my buddies designed it, and we built it. So my office, everything's pretty neat. You'll get to see my office. So it's kind of nice, it's not kind of nice. It's a really nice bar and sink. And I said, I really need some decorations. And one of my guys, about 3 to 4 years ago, he said, it'd be cool if you had some Van Winkle up here because people were real impressed with that. And I said, well, get a few bottles, So he did about 3 or 4 years ago, 23, and Booker's.
Oh.
And so one of my media guys, Handy, he comes up to me. He said, it would be crazy if you cracked a bottle of Van Winkle with Van Winkle.
Hey, no objection here.
No, so this is a big thing.
Oh my, big
and
thing.
So
Pappy Van Winkle. Let me see, like $10,000 a bottle. No,
right.
Not a big
and I got
thing.
several. So and it was. So Mac, I said, Mac, ask him if he'll get mad if we invite him for some Van Winkle. So
mad?
Yeah, I know.
You mean glad? Yeah. I'm all about some Pappy, man. That's good stuff.
So then we had another couple from Kentucky, Logan and Mac. They've got this thing called Basement Rick House, and they're experts in bourbon. So we contacted them, and we said, how'd y'all like to have some Van Winkle with Van Winkle? So they've driven down here, and they're going to join us. So we've got it.
We got the real deal and the right presentation,
We're going to pop it, and we're going to taste it and see if, well, you already know, but I'm going to see if it's good as they say because I've never drank it.
Never had it?
I've never had it.
It's better than they say. It's got that smoke barrel. Here we are talking about bourbon up here. I never thought this would happen. But here we are. I love it. No, it's great. It's
Mac, can we get a mic down there? I want a mic in case I want to see who.
You're going to have
Is
to
she
share it
holding
with
one?
everybody in the room
mic?
now. It's gonna
I don't
crazy.
want her to hold the mic. I want one of us holding the mic, and I want to back up to the seats. And if anybody else has a question, I want you to come down here and line up right behind her. Okay? All right? Oh, okay, so y'all were lining up to the side as opposed to the center. But I was wondering, where are those people? Nobody cares about me. So, and Jessica had a lot to do with it. They've posted several posts, and on the social. I'm fired up about it.
Oh, I know. I throw my phone in the lake if I could. But
Yeah,
we can't.
but it looks like I'm involved, which messes people up. It's like we're doing like you're doing, like you're not doing like I'm doing, bro. I'm calling people. I'm building my business.
Okay.
And then my team puts it up. Okay. You mind? Let's see what this young lady. What's your name?
Juliana.
Juliana, what? What's your last name?
For Ivy.
Okay. All right. Who do you belong to? What team? What mom and dad?
Annette, Ivy.
Annette. Oh, I couldn't see you. I'm sorry, buddy.
It's fine.
What's your question?
What made you start your music?
What made me start my music career? I used to write poetry when I was really young. Instead of writing love notes to the girls in school, like grade school, I would write love poems. And I never told the other guys my secrets because it worked, and I didn't want them to have it. It's like, how do you do
Motivation,
it, man?
baby.
I'm
Motivation.
like, I don't know, man. Figure your own way out. I ain't gonna give you my secrets, But it worked, and so it just was poetry. I fell in love with poetry at a young age, and then the movement came out with these movies. You remember this? Turbo and Ozone and Breakin' and Beat Street. These are really old movies. And it was a movement of breakdancing. And I remember at 14 years old, I would spin on my head at the mall with a piece of cardboard and a jam box and make about $40 a day, chase the girls around the mall, see a movie, eat some pizza, have some change left over at the end of the day, and do it again the next day. All my rich friends.
I like this life.
It was just part of the movement, and I just got really good at it, and it was a lot of fun, and it led to the keg parties I was telling you about, and battling other people, rapping, and just kind of being a part of that whole mix, and it just became my form of expression through music. So that's kind of how it ended up, or started.
Then you went after, incredible.
That's it.
Good job.
And the good thing is, When I wrote Ice Ice Baby, I was in the 10th grade. I was only 16. And I remember that because I was pretty much drooling on the desk at my, because I was out late practicing dance moves. I was very focused like an athlete. No drinking, no Pappy Van Winkle for me in these times. It was all straight focus, and I went to all the parties, but I never drank. And it was really funny. I was very committed and very self-disciplined to say no and to stay focused on what I had to get done. So it worked out.
That's good stuff.
Good question. Thank you.
Name and who you with?
My name is Arlene Fisher, and I'm Eric Belair,
Where are you from, Arlene?
Charlotte, North Carolina.
All
Okay.
right.
My question for you is this. Not considering where you're at the moment and that you know Andy Albright, but if you had to start your life over as of today as a very young person, with what you've learned over the years, what would you start in the industry or, in other words, where would you start? What would you do with your life?
Well, I never thought about it because I told you earlier, yesterday's history, tomorrow's a mystery. I don't think about what happened yesterday. I believe that we are who we are because of who we were. And whatever it took for you to get to your happiness, whether it was positive or negative, it's all positive. All your negatives in the past are positive because you're still here. And you're grinding and you're making things happen. You're trying to be happy or be successful to the next page, And that's kind of my motto, is to not think about, all the negative things that might have happened in my life because they're all positive, They make you who you are. So you learn along the way. And that's kind of what it is, You become wiser as time goes by.
Yay. Yay.
Hey, Robbie. Robinette Bannister. I live in Greenville, Texas. I grew up in Mount Vernon. Hey. So I'm going to take you on a little road trip back to Coppell, Texas.
I had a girlfriend out there.
Yeah, you did.
Oh, my God. Wow.
She was my first roommate at Texas Tech. I know a lot of
That
stories
is
about
so
you.
funny. So you got all the dirt on me.
Yes, I do.
Woo!
Robinette, you are full of surprises. You
just
are
made
full
my day.
of
Thank
surprises.
you. Classic. Yes, you did.
That's awesome.
That
yeah,
was
you
good.
did. Yeah, you did.
Yesterday may be history, but you can't escape the past.
That's right. Hi, so my name is.
Yeah, you did.
How you gonna follow up with that one, man?
I know. That's what he said. My name is James Alston. I was born and raised in North Carolina. I live in San Diego now for the last 28 years. Big fan. Matter of fact, they call me Chocolate Ice.
All right.
Sometimes Black Ice, but I'm trying to figure it out.
Hey, that's it. You can call it a swirl if you want.
But my question, I wanted to take you back to Ice Ice Baby. I think you said you were 16.
Yep.
And when did that drop? And you talk about Miami in the track. What's your correlation with Miami?
Well, I grew up in Miami. I was born in Dallas. So that's kind of, the whole thing with that is it's just a reflection of Miami. I got A1A Beachfront Avenue, which I kind of made that street famous because of the song. Yeah. And I never thought the 5.0 would be so nostalgic, It's and then I did the movie with Adam Sandler, That's My Boy, and then everybody's like, you still got the 5.0? I'm like, shit, I do, but it's rusted out. So I had to fix it up,
Yeah.
But I'm sorry, your question was how?
Yeah. I thought you grew up in Miami, but you grew up in.
I was born in Dallas,
Dallas.
Baylor Hospital, grew up in Miami. Yeah.
And how old were you when Ice Ice Baby dropped, when you did the video?
16. What happened is I went on the Stop the Violence tour, and I was on the Stop the Violence tour with Ice-T, Stetsasonic, EPMD, Sir Mix-a-Lot, all these great groups.
Yeah.
Back in the day, and I was the opening act for the opening act for the opening act for the opening act for the opener. And I remember coming out on stage. We really worked hard, man. We stay up all night and dancing till the soles were all worn off our shoes. And we would come out there and dance. And I never got so nervous. I looked over. I see Ice-T sitting over there on a road case, just watching us perform. And I'm tapping my dancers, going, don't mess up. Ice-T's over there. And they're like, we're teenagers, man. We're tripping, you know? And so we put on a great performance, and Ice-T loved it. And he's like, and the next night I saw Chuck D from Public Enemy sitting over there with him. You know, and they're both, and I remember it, and they took him back, and he said, Ice-T told Chuck D, you got to see this white boy dance. So that what got him back, and then I had a record deal with Def Jam Records. The deal was on the table, and as I was flying to New York City to sign my first record deal with Def Jam Records through Public Enemy, that's who got me my record deal, I got a phone call when I landed in New York, and he said, listen, don't sign that record deal. I said, what? You're out of your mind. This is from my manager, Tommy Kwan. I said, I'm signing this deal. No, you're not. I'm going to give you 20 million reasons why you're not. And I said, I'm going to wait for you to get here. And I ended up signing with EMI Records, which is Charles Koppelman, and he signed a really, really good deal. So it worked out well. But that's the kind of the story from there, you know. Good question, awesome. Man.
American hero.
How you doing? My name is Robert as well. Robert Wilson. I'm originally from Philadelphia.
Great name.
Director Andy Albright.
Yes.
So I'm a 1990 high school graduate, so I'm part of that era too as well. You would have told me in 1990 that I would be here in 2021 getting to talk to you. I would have said you were crazy or high. So my question to you is, with everything that's going on in America today, in the world today, with all the division and everything, I mean, you were the first Caucasian established rapper. With all the division and all that tension and all that, what can you say to try and dissolve that, make that go away? So we
real
can all
simple. We are all one. Drop the mic. Don't let this country divide us. Don't let the news channels divide us. It's a big world out there, and you can shake a hand and make a friend anywhere. You know what I'm saying? You got to really, you know, if you stay positive and you don't take things in life too serious and you enjoy life, you'll end up down there with us in Florida under a palm tree drinking some pina colada instead of Washington, D.C. trying to throw a brick through a window. It's just a better option. It's that simple. It's up here, man. Choices in life.
You got a favorite Christian rapper?
A favorite what?
Christian rapper?
Don't know anything about him. Or white rapper. There's no such thing as white rappers or any color to rap. I don't get offended by it, but I like to straighten the answer. It's because, you know, music don't have color, man. You know, it really doesn't. I'm not a white rapper. And it's kind of racial that people would even think of me like that, because music, you know, Jimi Hendrix is not a black rocker. You know, it don't work that way. Music is open for anybody that wants to hear it, and it's, you know, it's not about anything other than your ears and enjoying the music. It's entertainment. It's not about race. It's not about politics. It's about enjoying your life and expressing it through music.
I love it.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sarge. It's American hero right there.
What's going
He's
on,
part
my
of the
man?
reason we
Ain't
live in a
nothing to
free
it, man. How
country.
you doing?
Nothing to it. So you talked about construction. You talked about being a dad.
Yep.
Obviously, you're an artist, a rapper, and stuff like that. And my question was, you know, we all know history has shown us that, you know, if you don't evolve, that you die. So my question is, what is some things that's kind of helped you in your evolution as a businessman, as an artist, and just as a father and all those?
My mom always told me, if you got two hands, you can make money. Get out there and work, no matter what happens. And I always believe that no matter, you know, everybody's going to go through trials and tribulations of life, right? You've been through some stuff out there. Everybody does, right? And I truly believe that, you know, it makes you who you are. You know, you have to grind, and that's that hard part where you can't figure things out, you know, and stuff like that. But I believe that, you know, everybody's going to have this time in their life where they reach a point where they're not happy and it isn't working out, and they don't know whether they're at a crossroad to make a right, a left, or do anything, or just be stuck there. And a lot of people, I call it like you riding, you're surfing a wave, and then that wave kind of hits the shore. It happened to me in my life, and then it crashes, and you crash into the shore. And you've got an option to sit there on that wave, you know, sit there on that shore and just sit there and figure out your life from there, or you can swim back out and catch another wave, man. And that's what I did. I swim out and catch another wave. And what that is that says that nobody is a failure, no matter how many times you've been through life and you've got kicked down or pushed down or whatever you were trying to do, it didn't work out. You're never a failure unless you refuse to get up.
Tell us who you are. Tell everybody who you are and whose team you're on.
I'm sorry. My name is Joshua Richardson. I'm from Denver, Colorado.
My man Josh.
For sure, for
Good
sure.
question, brother.
Marcus
Pleasure,
Richardson.
pleasure.
Great question, man.
Marcus Richardson
Good to meet
team.
you, man. Thank
All
you.
right, Josh.
What's up, brother? My name is Isaiah Sosuna. I'm from Reno, Nevada. And, just big fan. My dad brought us up on your music, all the way from Ninja Turtles, you were performing on In Living Color, you know what I mean? Like, all of that. So, yeah, and then that little Jim Carrey thing that he did.
Yep.
But, just wanted to ask, seeing that you had that recent success on your show, you know what I mean? And then back in the 90s, what would you say is like the biggest change in the industry, that you've seen coming up?
Oh man, everything has just gone Fortnite on us. It's crazy. Everything is cyber world. This is the biggest change, and I was kind of talking about it earlier, but you're probably too young to even know. I mean, it was a really good time before these computers came out and ruined the world. And I feel sorry for these kids today growing up in this. My teenage years, I think it was a lot better than these teenagers today, right?
Right.
Is it just me, or is it like they don't even want to leave the house? They want to play. My 20-year-old likes to play Fortnite. I'm like, honey, get out of the house. You've been in there all week. She goes, I know, but we're getting really good at it, Dad. I'm like, okay, all right. But you're making money, right? She said, yeah, it's okay. Keep having fun. But that's what, yeah. So thank you, man. You got to stay on the grind. Everything you do, I don't plan it. What I do is I just wake up in the morning and I just kind of find my passion. And I let it fuel me and drive me. I got my list of things I got to, on my list of bills. And, unfortunately, I have to be a lousy adult come Monday morning and pay bills and accept responsibility. But on the weekends, I try to, act like a teenager and have fun and enjoy, dancing and energetic and life. Life is, too short not to enjoy it.
Good stuff.
Karan Nash, Chicago, Illinois. Lampy Warrior, baby, all day. All
Warrior, okay. Represent.
Yeah, I'm big on stories, so I gotta know the whole skit inside in Living Color.
Yeah.
And Jim Carrey was. Can you tell a story of how that was
Yeah.
created, how that impacted your career?
Oh,
like
man.
Just all of it.
When I saw it, first of all, I was real young, and I had just played Saturday Night Live. And it was like that next week, all of a sudden, it had really high ratings on the Saturday Night Live. And then, so they did this mock thing because I love in Living Color. It represents the 90s so much. I love it, all the, the dancing and the clothes and everything. So when I was watching it and I saw Jim Carrey come on, I jumped up. I was like, what? Jim Carrey knows who I am? I was still like shocked that, this guy was huge. He was my hero, Ace Ventura, come on. Ray Finkle, come on, man. The Dolphin, I'm a Dolphin fan. So, yeah, when I found that out, I loved it. I have a great sense of humor. I laugh at everything, man. I enjoy it. I'm like, wow, that is so great. And he kicks the shoe and it flies off. What an amazing thing that he did a parody to my performance on Saturday Night Live. It was amazing. I'm still loving it. And then he did Popper's Penguins, and he put me in the movie there. He's got me in a couple other things. So great dude. Still never met him. I'd love to meet him. Jim Carrey. I hope he's as funny as he is on the camera, because if he's all serious, I don't know if I want to meet him.
Never meet your heroes.
Have you seen that one Jim Carrey movie that was like he tried to play a serious role and you're like, where's the punchline? This ain't working for me, man. Pet Detective. Good question, man. Good to see you, brother.
Hey there, Rob.
Hi.
My name's Jordan.
Hey,
I'm
Jordan.
from Chattanooga
Nice.
with Jake and Bray.
Yeah.
So, right here.
All
Real
right.
proud of them. I was born in the 90s.
Yep.
So,
Yeah.
can't really say I remember that much, but
Well, that's why we're here, to remind you.
thank you. Well, hey, I honestly did not know you were such an entrepreneur. You're more than a businessman. I respect that. You're the party entrepreneur.
Well, in the 90s, we invented block parties, my friend. And, whether you like it or not, we invented Girls Gone Wild.
Thank you.
Beavis and Butthead. And South Park. So, I mean, you gotta have fun with life. I'm representing the 90s. That's what it's all about.
Appreciate it.
Oh,
It's
you're
cool to
very
know that I
welcome.
came from such a cool era.
Yes, you
All
did.
the memories coming back now.
Yes, it is, man. Never forget the 90s, man. Never
All right.
forget it.
My question
It
for
actually
you,
goes from like 85 to like 2005. That whole great
Yeah.
decade, yeah.
I
What's the
remember,
question?
yeah, so my question for you is, obviously, you do a lot of stuff. You got the construction business. You obviously were very successful with the music. As an entrepreneur, as a party entrepreneur, what is the most important characteristic or thing that you can learn as an entrepreneur? Like the thing that you should focus on? What skill?
I mean, getting up early. Try that one. That works out really well because if you get up before, before everybody else, you've already got a jump start on the game. Like I said, we all wake up every day the same way. A lot of young people, like I try to tell my daughters and stuff, they don't have much direction where their life's going to go, and their brain, they overthink everything, and they start to get clouded and not know which direction to go and what's going to happen with my life and everything, and who am I going to be, and it's just overthinking it. Just, slow it down a little bit, and find your little purpose, your meaning, your drive, your ambition, all that, and it'll come to you, man. It just happens, But if you stay on the grind, you will shine, and that's what it is. Get up early. Make it happen, man. That's what I do. I'm up at 5 a.m. every morning. I don't need an alarm clock. I know that there's stuff to get done.
How much coffee?
Lots of coffee, whatever it takes. Hell yeah. Lots of coffee, brother. Whatever it takes, man.
Hi, I'm Amber. I'm from Buffalo, New York. Did I hear that you're a Dolphins fan?
I am a Dolphins fan.
I got to say, go Bills. We're going to make it to the Super Bowl this year.
Bills?
Bills, yes.
I was telling my girl, because she's from Syracuse, she's back there, so she likes Cole Beasley, and she's a Cowboy fan though. Yeah. But she loves Cowboys. I'm born in Dallas. I have to be a Cowboy fan too because my mom and family would disown me, right? So I'm Dolphins first, Cowboys second. You always have to have your second team. But I tell you this, the Bills probably got a better shot at.
So what is your biggest challenge that you've had to overcome?
Oh my God, really? Lots of them. There's tons of obstacles, and that's what makes you stronger, because it teaches you how to dig down inside and find something, an angle that helps you get around whatever obstacle or over any hurdle, We always say bob and weave, man, move and groove, because that's you got to get to the finish line. You got to get there. You can't quit, So whatever maze you got to go through to get there, that's it. Stay focused on the finish line.
Thank you.
Hey, what's up?
What's up?
How you doing? My name's Ray Ellen. I'm coming from Gainesville, Florida.
Hey.
Lesbian warrior.
That's what's up. All right.
How you doing? So I'm a 90s baby too, and I watched your whole, career span. What really hit me is that you're a phoenix.
Aha.
You're a phoenix.
How did you know?
Yeah. And I want to know. I want you to dig deep for me. Especially, with people, with the COVID, with everything, people out here rebuilding their lives. Where did you get your grit to rebuild, to reinvent yourself?
Self-discipline. What happened to me, and I don't mean to get all, deep real quick, but that weekend that lasted 3 years, yeah. I didn't know who I was. I didn't know, what happened is all the success of Vanilla Ice I was so young, I never got a chance to grow up or be an adult, or I didn't have anybody before me that ever had that amount of success to use as a guideline or anything. So I was kind of like a piece of meat thrown to a pack of wolves, and it was really hell. I wouldn't wish my life at that point on my worst enemy. And here I am making millions of dollars and selling millions of records, but it was just it was a weird feeling because I should be happy. All my dreams are coming true. Everything is like on top of the world, and nobody would give me a violin if I complained at all. So I was like, what am I doing? I'm stuck here. So that wave crashed, like I told you, and it hit the shore. And at that time, I had to figure out my purpose in life. And what happened is, you think of Justin Bieber, peeing off bridges on old men and doing drugs and all those things. You remember all the TMZ moments Bieber had, and I think like that. I had a that weekend, and it's like a self-destruction thing, and it kind of takes over, and there's nobody gonna pull you out, there's nobody but you that can actually straighten your whole. You're the one at the wheel, and nobody else can drive it. So I hit rock bottom, and it was actually a really good thing that happened to me. That was like one of those things earlier I was talking about. Your negatives turn to positives because it woke me up, and it said, "Listen, man. You got to pick yourself up, get that dirt off your shoulder, get out there and catch another wave, and let's get back on the grind, man. Find something, do something." And that's what it was all about, was just to, separate my entertainment life. And by having kids and family, it helped me do that, because I realized that, everything in the entertainment world, to me, I had to explain this to my kids. I said, guys, everything you hear, tabloid crap, TMZ, whatever it is, it's all artificial. It's all entertainment. I'm just an entertainer. Don't take it so serious. And I tell my kids that that's entertainment, and that's the artificial life. This, when I come home, is daddy, and this is real, and this is reality. And I got to, unfortunately, pay bills and accept responsibility like everybody else, So that's what it's all about, is to find the separation from the two, and it helped me, be who I am today. Thank you.
Great.
My name's Kirk, and I'm from Dallas, and I was born in Baylor Hospital. Just a few years before you, I checked the place out and cleared it for you.
That's my man.
Yeah, and
kept it warm for me.
Thank you, and I'm a former Dallas police officer.
All right,
and
thanks
before
for your
I came
service.
out here, I told him, a buddy who's retired now, that I was going to be meeting you, and he said, "Oh, tell him hi." And I said, "Well, what's that about?" And I just want to know if this rings true or if he's remembering correctly, but did you distribute your music maybe on CDs, like down in the West End or anything like
Cassettes.
that? Cassettes. Okay. So he said there were 4 officers that worked together, and 3 of them would kind of run you off. But
yeah.
Do you remember one officer that basically, he said he talked to you quite a bit.
I had
His
one.
name was Tom.
Some of them didn't like what I was doing,
Yeah.
and then there was one that did, and I got him dancing, and then he just kind of spread the butter to his other friends and said, "Leave him alone, man. He's just here to dance."
Well, Tom says hi.
Yeah.
That was Tom.
They
He
always thought we
remembers
were rough and trying to cause problems, because we always had a big group of people around us. We would break dance and stuff,
Yeah.
but we were just having a good time dancing, man.
So my question is this. Back in the early 90s, you may recall that Sammy Hagar had a problem with his voice and missed a tour stop in Dallas. And he promised he would come back and do a free concert, and it was done in Dallas Alley, which has become really a sleepy part of downtown Dallas. But my question is, since we're now part of this Dallas-based company called Integrity, and the CEO's right back there, Brian Adams, would you...
Brian Adams.
Yeah, I know.
Brian Adams, get up here and sing a song, man. I remember you from the 90s, too. Or is it 80s?
Since you were involved with inventing this block party, and that was remembered as one of the best free outdoor parties in downtown Dallas, just wanted to ask if you might be open to the idea, when we have some future accomplishments with our company, with Integrity, about possibly doing a concert and waking that Dallas Alley back up and overshadowing even what Van Halen
I love
did
it,
in the
man.
early
Let's
90s.
do it. I like it. See,
All right,
you
heard
got a
it right
plan.
here.
Let's put it to
You heard
work.
it right here.
Let's go.
All right, I'll tell Tom that you're doing very well.
Tell him in it, and we'll have Brian Adams open up.
I think he has some of your cassettes.
Awesome, man.
So you're going to have Van
I'll bring the
Winkle.
cassettes back. I love the cassettes, actually.
So you're going to get to have Van Winkle with Brian Adams shortly.
Woo! I like
So
that.
it's going to have a
Got
good
me
time.
excited about the Van Winkle there. That's good stuff.
How you doing?
I'm good, my friend.
My name's Gus. I'm from Cleveland, Ohio.
All right. We won't hold that against you. We're good with that.
Thank you.
Hey,
Wherever that
how
was.
do you feel about the Indians or the, what is it? I won't even say it.
They should have been called the Spiders instead of the Guardians.
You like that, huh?
Oh,
Why not just keep it the Indians?
Yeah,
What's racial about baseball? I don't get it.
It's been like that for years.
You know what's
They've
funny
been
is you
named
came up here to
Indians.
ask me the question. I'm asking you the question.
Yeah, hey, it's okay. I'm used to it. I'm gonna go old school with you.
Come on.
The Ninja Turtles.
Oh, best ever.
Okay.
Yes.
How many takes did it take you to do that?
Yeah, I don't care. I would have been there all day, all year. I would have lived there. It was the greatest moment of my life. I don't know how many takes because, it's a few years ago. But I'll tell you one thing. It was one of the greatest experiences ever. The Ninja Turtles, Secret of the Ooze. And I do know the secret.
That's where I saw you on TV, and I followed you from there. And I do play Fortnite, by the way. I'm 38 years old and I still play it.
I thought I was the oldest teenager here, man.
Right?
It's all right.
But I also do haunted attractions for a living too.
Oh, cool.
As myself in Cleveland area, and I've had a lot of celebrities come through our haunt. But when you see a celebrity come through your place, and you just have to like pop it out and just act who you are. But if you had a chance to not rap or do poetry, what would you do?
To not rap or not poetry, and what would I be doing?
Yeah.
Building houses. It's hard to determine what you would be doing or anything. You can't really, I don't have a crystal ball to predict things or ESP, but I can tell you one thing: I'd be doing something. I wouldn't be twiddling my thumbs. I can tell you that.
Thank you so
Yes,
very
sir.
much.
You're
man.
very welcome.
He's a hustler.
Thank you, brother.
All right, guys. That's incredible. Great questions. Thank you, guys. How many of you ready to hear some music?
I love the shirt. I love the shirt.
Nice. Dude,
I'm sorry, guys. I know you got more questions. I answer long answers. I apologize, man. But
you did incredible. So many people got to meet you and speak to you that wouldn't have, and I'm so thrilled to do that. I love giving,
Thank you,
and I
Andy.
love people getting to meet people. And you're here. I'm going to introduce you to more folks. But we are excited to see you, and we're so fired up, man. That was incredible. You're quite a human being. I want to say congratulations. I know there's a lot of fight, a lot of battles, stuff you overcome. You're an overcomer. Very impressed.
Survivor.
You're a great example for America, baby. I love it.
my friend.
Proud of you. Proud of you, man.
Thank you, Andy.
Yes,
I
sir.
appreciate it. Thank you
All
for
right.
inviting us up here.